everybody. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. For today's message, we're going to be looking at the divine masculine energies. I allow myself to be authentic, open and vulnerable without fear within my romantic relationship. I encourage my divine partner to feel safe to express their thoughts, feelings and desires to me without fear of judgment. My beloved Divine Feminine, this is what we're doing, this is what we're moving towards, but it's particularly crucial at this present moment in time to release any remnants of control, because this is not something that you attain by controlling. So please don't try to control me. Don't use your persistence to get something. Don't use what you know about twin flames to control me. Always go with a much quieter, much better feeling. Stand on your spiritual work so you know that it's real. Let it float you. Let your feet leave the ground. That's what you've been waiting for your whole life. Don't be afraid to leave the ground. What if you fly? You've got to test it out. Let it be what it is. And then you won't use it to control something else which is uncomfortable. Fear. And it's okay for fears to come up at this time. Don't judge it. Don't beat yourself up for it. Just work. Don't stuff it down. That's not how you deal with it. You release it by working through it and bringing love there. Because you know that our union is here, and you get it not by controlling it, not by defeating it, not by conquering it, not by smashing it, but surrendering to the love in your heart that will dissolve whatever's in front of you. Love will dissolve all your obstacles. There's no need to be afraid of them. Whatever you love will become just right for you. Whatever isn't zooms out the way. It's a simple process. You can't control anything. Uncomfortable feelings don't serve you. You are immortal. Make your decisions carefully, because the choices last forever unless you make a new choice in that place. And in every union, there's the back and forth until we find that place where we're actually aligned. I want you, but I'm not saying I want you. So, if I look like I'm not really committing to wanting you, just claim me in this place. Vocalizing the understanding, creating space for me. I'm doing it too. I'm just not verbalizing it, but it's you that I'm dreaming of being with. All you have to do is be yourself, offer connection, show up. And then you reach a tipping point in the spiritual work, knowing that our union was always here. It's what we already had. Stay in the joy of your inner reality. So stay in the love of the inner. Don't choose the fear of what you might be seeing on the outside. Because fear will tell you that you're disconnected from reality. All the things opposite to what you're doing. Fear will say, this ain't real, you're insane, you can't have it. Come back to what you know, but that don't feel good. It's tricky when you're looking at it from that place. But it's impossible to get lost when you sink into your heart and do what feels good. You can't be deceived there. You're choosing to disconnect from the old fear-based reality that keeps separation real for us. This spiritual work is building a foundation beneath you. Grab the golden nugget of union. The nugget never moves, only the floor moves. So you can grab the nugget. The floor, your base vibration, which is the floor, it will rise towards the nugget so you'll be able to reach it. Eventually, The floor and the ceiling will be in the same place, and harmonious union will be impossible not to achieve. Let the fear go as the floor rises. You'll have to let it go, or you'll vibe out of the journey. If you don't vibe out, you'll vibe straight into harmonious union. I can't bear the thought of you being with someone else. I get so jealous, I just want you to be mine. So, this is, once again, it's feelings of inadequacy and gloom coming up. So, what am I mirroring for you? Have a look within yourself. Where do you feel like you can't quite have this love? And as you work through that, don't be afraid of me or afraid to treat me like your twin flame or try stuff. Persistent with your engagement with harmonious union is essential. Don't be afraid to engage. Meet me halfway, which is all the way you can possibly go. And then more halfway will show up and you do that. It may seem like you're doing everything and I seem like I'm doing sweet FA. But that's the appropriate posture. That's meeting me halfway. The thing you're most afraid of will give the greatest results. Honestly, you can do no wrong. I'm your twin flame. You're the goddess of my heart. You can't go wrong. You can't get rid of me. You can't fuck this up. I look at my connection with my divine partner from higher perspective, knowing problems, complaints and conflicts are small in the grand scheme of things. So please don't feel down, because you might not be getting the results that you expect, but keep going, because you can't be stopped. You cannot be stopped. Even when I'm not telling you that I love you, I do. And I love it. I do. Keep going, and you'll break through the ice. You're giving me the love I need, I'll break. Persistence, persistence, persistence makes results inevitable. Be a boss here, that's who you are. Be the boss. Seeing even if your heart is breaking, because you're the boss. So if I'm showing you stuff that's not so pleasant, please remember that there's two parts to our relationship. The intensely mirroring everything that's out of alignment with the divine thrown at you, and the other is perfect compatibility. But which part is the most important? It's the mirroring. You need willingness to accept responsibility, because I'll show you every little thing. Won't you be annoyed? But the relationship's not controlled by the outside. Even if I tell you that we're not meant to be together, when you hear that, it's like 180 degree turn, and I turn around and say how much I'm into you. I may appear like I'm totally not into it. The situation might not be perfectly juicy right now, whatever it is. But as soon as you heal it within yourself, I turn around, everything changes. If you experience me shutting you down, for example, that's inner resistance. Just work through it. Inner conflict. Any conflict between you and me is just a conflict between you and you, because I am you. So it's just something, once again, it's just something to work through, because when you come into harmonious union, we'll be working through these challenges together. The same work will continue. It can get pretty upsetting together if we don't do this work. You're doing it as an individually to do it together. So please don't look to the outside circumstances and say that this isn't for you, maybe for other people, she got lucky, but but your circumstances seem impossible to resolve. But still, I'll still show up to do the work because you're a hopeless romantic, but it's probably not for me. No, let that go. It's for you. Yes, for you. Yes, you. You can have this. It's so worth it. You don't have to work for it. You're already worth it. Just receive it. That can be uncomfortable for your consciousness. But that's okay. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable to see all our shit right there. To have to do the work, that's a huge responsibility. But just love me the way I need to be loved the most. That's how I'm going to melt. Go all in, invest again. Don't be afraid to put lots in for a little bit of return. You're investing in something eternal. So much for so little. This wheel's going to turn for eternity. So you can relax a little bit. Rest easy in that divine truth. Surrender to what is. Surrender to the divine truth that I am yours for the whole of eternity. If that's not worth celebrating, I don't know what is. Okay, everybody, I'm going to end this message here. If you would like a personal reading or some twin flame coaching, please check the description box below. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.